our any exam preparation, whenever the exams are very much near to us, so we start feeling stress. And what exactly happens is, आजकल many of the classes, even yesterday 9 p.m. session, today 6 a.m. session, in many of the sessions, what we hear is many of the people would be asking many of the questions. Even इस class में भी काफ़ी लोग का, whenever you are opening it for Q&A, that is question and answer session, people are usually talking about the stress. And yesterday one of the students asked a very good question, and that was that he talked about the peaking curve, or he talked about the performance curve. Now actually in academics usually we don't much talk about the performance curve. ये पूरा concept usually sports में use होता है. लेकिन अगर ध्यान से देखें तो it was a very valid question, and actually I wanted to address that question in this session today. So yesterday one of the students, I don't recall the name exactly, in the 9 p.m. session asked me that how can we time our performance peak for any D-Day. Let's say I'm preparing for an exam, let's say GMAT or a CAT or a CUT, SAT, any exams, और मान लेते हैं कि वो exam 3 months away है या 4 months away है. How can we time our performance peak? The first and the very important strategy I will talk about is the periodization and tapering. Periodization का मतलब होता है जब हम पूरे अपना preparation plan को कुछ भागों में बांटते हैं, या we divide the whole preparation plan into some parts, some zones as we call out, some phases, PHASES, phases. Okay, so every plan should have 3 major parts. The one we can call it as a macro cycle, mesocycle, and the microcycle. Macro means you must have a macro plan. अगर हमारा 3-4 months दूर है exam, so we should have a monthly or a fortnightly plan ready कि after 15 days मैं यहाँ पहुँच जाऊँगा, after 15 दिन मैं यहाँ पहुँच जाऊँगा. That's called macro cycle. The second is a mesocycle. Mesocycle might be in every week plan. This week I would be reaching this number, this mark, this test, this marks, whatever. Then the last thing is a microcycle. Microcycle means daily plan. What exactly, how many hours, when to when I'm going to study, and what exactly I'm going to cover in that. So quality and quantity you're going to plan in the microcycle. Now the next strategy I'm going to talk about is a tapering phase. Whenever you are giving any test, performance, your pressure will affect the performance. Pressure is going to rise. So whenever you're in the tapering phase or the last phase, why I'm using the word tapering is your number of hours which you're devoting. Let's say the full year you have been devoting, let's say 5 hours or let's say 6 hours. In the tapering phase, keep on reducing your number of hours in a day. I meant to say reduce the hours, increase the intensity, keep the same frequency. Once I'm repeating it, number of hours को reduce करो, intensity को increase करो, और frequency same रखो. I meant to say if you are studying for let's say 2 hours, 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, 2 in the evening, let's say I'm giving an example to you, then keep the same frequency 3 times. But start reducing your hours. If you have been studying for 2 hours, let's 6 hours, as a test you are reaching the D-Day, keep on reducing your time spent in studying. I meant to say अपने number of hours कम करते जाइए, from 6 to 5, 5 to 4, 4 to 3 when you're reaching the test. It will help you in handling the pressure. So there's no need to repeat. Okay. The one more thing which I even in the last video I talked about was the spaced repetitions. So mind needs spaced repetition. So we usually tell our students to have a 2-3-5-7 plan. 2-3-5-7 plan. what is this third strategy which I'm talking about? 2, 3, 5, 7 plan. Whenever you're reading a concept, understanding a new thing, let's say on day 0, on day number 2, day number 3, day number 5 and day number 7, yes, many of the students know it. हमारे बच्चों को पता है. Very good. So 2, 3, 5, 7 plan is an active, a kind of a recall or a repetition plan when you are looking at any concept. Let's say you found out that you're weak in some concept. Let's say assumption based question in critical reasoning, let's say you learned a new way. Okay, then revise it on the 2, 3, 5 and 7 day. It will help you a lot in not only understanding but even in the memory recall. Okay, so remember the 2, 3, 5, 7 plan. The next plan I'm going to talk about is the interleaving plan. Let's say interleaving plan का basic मतलब ये है कि एक ही दिन में if 3 sections are coming, Quant, verbal, DI, DILR, whatever it might be, data insights or anything, try to incorporate all the sections in one day. I meant to say, rather than spending the whole day in one subject or one section, try to put it in, divide the whole time. Every day you touch every section. That's called interleaving. Interleaving means basically what हम सब कैसे करते हैं, how we study. इस हफ्ते हमने मैथ्स कंप्लीट करना है, इस वीक हमने आरसी करना है. So what exactly happens is, not only interleaving technique helps you in keeping an interest, but the most important part is actually different sections will need a different skills. So it's very good to practice your skill on a daily basis. If you're studying for 5 to 6 hours, 2 hours maths, 2 hours DI, DILR or whatever, 2 hours verbal. Interleaving technique से आपका performance would be much better, and you know in every IQ test, every section performance, you have to perform in every section. The next technique I'm going to talk about is the Feynman Technique. Feynman, correct. It is spelled as F-E-Y-N-M-A-N-N, but then also I'll call it Feynman Technique. Actually, one of the physicists and a Nobel Prize winner. But the name of Robert, I think. Robert Feynman. किसी बच्चे को याद है? Robert, I think. Robert Feynman introduced a technique in which he said, कोई भी चीज़ आप पढ़ रहे हैं, try to उसे छोटे छोटे भाग में, simpler भाग में divide it into simpler parts and try to teach yourself or anyone else. And even I think even starting the session I was talking about, many of the toppers, when you'll talk to them, they will say, "Ki we used to teach others. We used to teach others in the group, or even in the doubt sessions, they used to take many of the doubts." So what exactly they are doing is, in a mota way, I will say, try to teach that point to yourself or to anyone else. You will see the gaps in your understanding. I meant to say, just like I am talking, अगर मुझे clarity नहीं होगा ना, I will not be able to be fluent in it. So I'll understand what kind of a gap in understanding I have. Same thing I'm saying it to you. So teach it to yourself, maybe hypothetical teaching of yourself. You will understand what kind of a gap. That's called Feynman Technique. Try to use it. It will work very well. I'm just telling you, many of my students do that and the results show.